Hey, welcome back everyone, Mike Zero here once again. Today, we are diving into Obi Wan Kenobi as a character and what his future may hold in the Star Wars films by Lucasfilm and Disney. Now, today we are going to be diving into that Collider interview where they interviewed Ewan McGregor and they questioned him about a possible Obi Wan Kenobi film. And, well, his response was very, very interesting. So before we get to today's subject, if you guys are new here, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Thank you all so very much. It is greatly appreciated. Now, some of you may or may not remember this Collider interview with Ewan McGregor, but we're going to go into that in just a couple seconds. I'm going to show you his reply and how it may have hinted that there is an Obi Wan Kenobi trilogy to come. So, this interview, he was being questioned about if he spoke with Kathleen Kennedy about being in an Obi Wan Kenobi movie or a trilogy or whatever. And, well, his response was this.
There, but it's got to be 20 or 30 years.
Well, there's definitely room to play with something there.
Yeah.
It could be literally anything. And what excites a lot of people is how Rogue One takes place before Star Wars.
Right.
It's like the stealing of the Death Star plans, which shows they're willing to play in that time period.
Yeah.
As a studio.
Yeah.
So have you met with her? Have you had the conversations?
I'm not sure that I'm at liberty to say really. But I think that I'm very interested in doing that. That would be great.
Sure. A lot of people also wanted to know.
Maybe there's even a trilogy of,
Listen.
Maybe there's even a trilogy of,
Listen, I'm in. I think that I would love to see you fighting with a lightsaber again.
Me too.
So as you can see, that was Ewan McGregor's response. It is very interesting. He laughs about it. Obviously, he says that he is not quite sure if he's really allowed to say it, really. He doesn't really know. So that, to me, tells me that he did speak with Kathleen Kennedy. He did talk with her about something. Was it about an Obi Wan Kenobi film? Was it about an Obi Wan Kenobi trilogy? I think yes. I think that this is why we're hearing a lot of news that the Boba Fett film for 2020 is possibly getting cancelled. I think that they may be replacing that with a possible Obi Wan Kenobi film, or they could be pushing it to 2021. Who knows? But guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about Ewan McGregor's reply to the Collider interviewer. Do you think this is insignificant at all? Do you think that this means that there is an Obi Wan Kenobi film and/or trilogy to come by his words to the interviewer? Let me know. Drop a comment. I honestly would love to see an Obi Wan Kenobi film. I think it would be a very mellow movie because of his solitude on Tatooine. They would definitely have to throw in some enemies in there to up the action, but I think that for the most part it would be a story about character rather than action and explosions and all the like. I think it would be all about this character, and you would learn about his struggle with monotony and routine and loneliness and his thoughts, his rejection from, Uncle Owen. I think that you would see a lot of these things be played into the film, and it would be a very drama-based Star Wars film. Some of you may or may not like that, but I could imagine it being so. So guys, let me know in the comments, like I said, what you think about Ewan McGregor's reply. If you did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to subscribe for future Star Wars content, and drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. Thank you all so very much, and I will catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.